resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blue Devils offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
So SMU's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Glenn. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking to pass. It's Fuentes. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Trying trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Glenn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And you could tell if QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Freaking blitz off the edge.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Complete in the middle. And he's brought down
All the time.
after a nice gain.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive
This
coordinator? Run the ball like that every
once.
I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Fuentes. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
It's a running room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Oh, they're after him. And it's
I would throw it all the way back.
In the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Why would it throw it all the way back?
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to
turning it on. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turns it on at midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always orders. Explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end.
No. Wow.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Slings it downfield.
You gotta be kidding.
Marking the middle. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's small. Defense swarms him under a loss of 5 on the play, so they got 5 and gave it right back.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Fuentes. Throws to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The RPO, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make it even.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the
right there.
Who makes a short
Big
tackle.
play.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Fuentes. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man. They are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh,
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, SMU! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's small.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On the ground, it's Drake. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intent.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept the... and push this offense backward. The give on the inside. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On target to the left. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
God.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it. And
Just trying to raise up and throw the ankle route.
Forcing the third and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 8th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to
Yes, you
turn
could
this
say
into
that.
points.
Maybe. I don't know.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hands it off. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Coming in here to be a dick.
This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up and he's headed the other way. Touchdown SMU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
What? NC State. Huh?
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect.
Is that right?
And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run it. Makes one man miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to march in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Johns. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. fella. At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Blue Devils are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now on second down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks, it's Green. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure coming. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the